Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the virus edition, aka the Panty Pods.
AKA two bros in the nose.
No, that's terrible. AKA two fans of Fauci, one Sam and Couchy.
AKA two guys no lives.
AKA useless blooper meddlers and doofus super spreaders. Thanks a lot, Huddletron.
There he is, Old
AKA
Zealand.
Old Zealand, AKA Mike Huddleston, AKA the AK guy. A.K.A. Huddlestein, A.K.A. Huddletron. He's got a bunch.
AKA Huddle Up.
Huddle up all your AKAs because that's it. You can do AKA Sklar Bros. I love when you guys do that. And hashtag AKA Sklar Bro. Hashtag AKA Sklar Bro. And we'll just read them. I love it. That's a great way to collect them. Guys, want to just jump right in because we've got great stuff happening. And we want to get right into this stuff as we go.
Okay, so Carole Baskin was a polarizing figure.
Was she a polarizing figure? You mean the woman who was keeping the animals on her thing?
Well, she seemed to care more about the cats than the Tiger King, right?
She definitely, on the side of that, it felt like,
then his threats towards her made her a sympathetic figure.
Totally. But there was a moment where I felt like she was keeping her husband captive too.
Right. So you saw the current relationship with her husband. You heard about how she got together with her first husband and
how he disappeared and we don't know what happened.
And then the meat grinder situation. Okay.
By the way, we talked to a guy who we follow.
A butcher.
American Butcher, the American Butcher. He's a fan of Dumb People Town. And he showed us a picture of a meat grinder that he uses that was the same size as the meat grinder she had.
And he's like, that could take a person through.
Take a person.
So she became a bit of an enigma, right?
She is. And then she's on Dancing with the Stars.
She joins the first. Of course, we've always wanted to do our spinoff of Dancing with the Stars called Dancing with the Sklars, where shamed celebrities dance with each of us and a panel of other disgraced dancing celebrities
judge who did it better.
That's right. All while we watch the NCAA tournament, a.k.a. the Big Dance.
I'm in. I'm so in for this. I'm
AKA
so down for this.
Old Zealand.
A.k.a. Huddletron.
Sorry.
Force of habit. It just comes out.
All right. Dancing with the Sklars.
Love it. Back to Baskin.
So she's on the new season of Dancing with the Stars, and folks are trying to defend her as a respectable person. If they're trying to do that right now, they're having like another hurdle to jump over to sort of protect her integrity because
she can't make it easy.
Yes.
She can't make it easy on you.
And I don't know if that's fair to come after her for going on Dancing with the Stars because I don't know how it happened.
She needs money. She's only making millions and she's not paying any of her volunteers anything.
But I'm pretty sure that she probably didn't approach. Here's why I don't think that she approached Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
To be on Dancing with the Stars.
She doesn't dance.
She's a shitty dancer.
Yeah, it's hard to dance in those weird ass tivas.
She is a terrible dancer. Mm-hmm. It's not like she's dying to show the world her hidden talent of dancing. That's right.
You
know, like if you are a really great dancer,
or
you've got the moves, then she's opening herself up to tons of trolling. She already has trolls. Now, if you go put it out there and
have dancing trolls.
You got dancing trolls.
Dancing trolls are the worst.
So my guess is they offered her the spot.
Yeah.
They offered her a bunch of dough.
Yeah.
The lady likes leopard print
clothes. She's going to get some clothes.
So she has to pay for it somehow. So she said yes, just like she said yes to driving around with a man and holding a gun at him.
A married man?
A married man while
she held a gun on him while she was crying.
Right. For their first date. So she agreed to that.
So if she he picked her up on the side of the road.
Was she hooking? We don't know.
God.
She agreed to that. So it's not a shocker that she agreed to do Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. That's an easy ask.
So of course the fangs and the claws came out from the other people who were part of the original Tiger King documentary who were vilified. So Carole Baskin, definitely vilified by some people.
May have killed somebody.
We don't know. There are other people in the documentary who were all bad.
Yeah, like Doc Antle, who was running he was running like a
child sex trafficking ring.
A Bikram yoga, Nexium cult type of a deal. Where he made people call him. That's the thing. Like the Nexium cult, if you're watching The Vow, they make everybody call him Vanguard. Anytime people start, and this, they he makes people call
them something or master or something.
Yeah, master.
Grandmaster.
Master slave. This is not a good thing.
So Philip Seymour Hoffman played L. Ron Hubbard.
Yes, he could have easily played Doc
Antle.
Well, him or Fat Boomer Esiason, we've always said that.
All right, he looks like he's eaten some of the girls that he's wooed to
Right,
come into.
where are they?
All
You know,
right.
he doesn't need a meat grinder. He is the meat grinder.
He is just another shady character from this world of shady characters, and because
Like basically the Tiger King peeled back the rug on what is just the most unsavory, least moral group of people
so
ever.
let's start by this world. Okay, if you're owning animals and you're not a zoo, if you're not a wildlife preserve, if you don't work for a place that rehabilitates animals and just puts them out in the wild,
Yeah.
if you're just a guy who's trying to create roadside attractions and own giant tigers,
Like there's a relationship in your life that you couldn't control, and so now you got to control animals.
you had no power in a relationship. You need to assert your power over something, and
Dad
feel,
treated you like garbage. Yeah,
Right.
we get it.
So you felt powerless. Now
So now you got to
want-
control other things like tigers.
that shouldn't be controlled, like
Tigers,
tigers.
yeah.
So Doc had some words.
Tigers or Carole Baskin's husband. I would throw him in there. He
Yes.
shouldn't be controlled.
Doc had some words for Carole in response to her decision to
Oh,
participate
great.
in this season of Dancing with the Stars. Before we get to what he said,
He's like, hang on a second. Before I make this statement, I'll be right there. I'm just subjugating a few more 16-year-old girls that I'll have sex with in 2 years.
Right.
I'm grooming them.
I'm grooming them. So we have to take a moment and acknowledge that his name is Doc and he is not a doctor.
Yeah, that's right.
The only person who can pull that off is Doc Brown
Yeah.
from Back to the Future.
You got to go
1, 2, and
back
3.
to the future to pull that off, you dummy.
So Doc Antle is calling out Baskin. Carole Baskin participated. This is what he said. Carole Baskin participating in Dancing with the Stars proves she doesn't give a rip about the animals in her care.
By the way, you can curse, dummy.
I'm not sure about that.
Maybe maybe she does give a rip about it. She's got tons of volunteers. She's not paying to give a rip for it.
And her husband and her daughter.
There you go.
Wait, so here's my question to you, Doc, if that
Antle.
is your real name.
Yeah.
So you're saying because she's going away for a couple weeks to do
Yeah,
Dance
she
with
doesn't
the-
care about the
I
animals.
guarantee you she's going to lose in like the first round.
Yeah,
So she'll be
she-
back soon.
She's not
All
going to be
right,
there.
That's number one. She already went away. They're airing them now. So,
Yeah.
so she went away to do that for a couple weeks. What happened when you took your animal to the set of a movie?
Right.
And you had to be there for like
What happened to all your other
12
animals?
weeks when you weren't around all your other.
Does that mean you don't give a rip about your other animals?
That's what I want to
and,
know.
And by the way, quit making us say the phrase "give,
Give
a rip."
Because
You're
I
an
don't
asshole.
give a rip. I don't give a rip what you say.
I don't give a rip what you say about him not giving a rip.
But I do give a rip about using the phrase "I don't give a rip," and now I can't stop giving it.
I give a big rip.
He openly wonders how Carole could be away for weeks of Dancing with the Stars if she really cares about the animals in her sanctuary. She's trying to cash in on her 15 minutes, okay?
Just like you're doing in your new documentary, which won't do as well as the Tiger King.
Yeah, he is in a new documentary. Then he essentially calls Carole a hypocrite because she has referred to her tigers as her best friends.
Do you understand? She's not friends with her husband. She owns him. Okay, she's not friends with the volunteers because she doesn't pay them. And
But
they
I
work
don't
for her.
understand. That's a false premise.
Yeah.
Because best friends do spend time away from each other.
Sure.
It's okay to spend 3 weeks away
Absence makes
from
the heart grow fonder.
Carol's
Wait,
husband.
so your best? Okay, I get it. I get it from Doc Antle's perspective. His best friends are the women he subjugates when they're
And he
super
needs to
young.
keep them
And he
close, or
agrees that
they're gonna
run,
realize-
or they're going to run.
They're going to realize that he's not a good person.
Basically, his whole theory is you keep your friends close, you keep the underage women that you're subjugating and grooming so that you can start having sex with them close.
Even closer. Carole's husband, Howard, is handling the day-to-day operation of the big cat rescue.
And if he doesn't, he gets locked in a closet. So
or he might suddenly disappear and then reappear as
Yeah.
food for
He-
the tigers.
He might take a helicopter ride over the Everglades, so
quote
to speak.
unquote. Her daughter Jamie's there.
Mhm.
We said that too. They also have 100 volunteers.
100 volunteers who, might I add, I don't know if we pointed it out, they're not getting paid.
Yeah, volunteer being the
Volunteer.
operative word. All right. Still, Doc says that wouldn't fly at most reputable animal sanctuaries, and he thinks it reflects poorly on Carole.
You're getting her.
That's got to be a bitter pill for Baskin to swallow. The guy who lured young girls away from their families to become indentured servants and sex slaves, saying that your appearance on Dancing with the Stars
makes you a bad person.
reflects poorly on your character.
Yeah. Doc, what did he say? It's TMZ.
Told TMZ that he thinks Carole's a terrible dancer.
Well, great.
Wow.
That's now gloves are off.
And then he said, aside from that, he's digging the season so far. That's so great. That is so great. That is so great. Got to
Really?
get the rip in.
Hey, man.
I don't give a rip about the season,
Here's
but I
my
give a rip
favorite
about
thing.
her.
They're like, he makes this comment about Carole Baskin, and the TMZ guy was like, what do you think about the season? Like, meanwhile, he's coming out of the airport. He's got maybe a couple of tiger cubs in a rolling suitcase.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
like, hey, Doc Animal, what do you think about this season? He's like,
What do you think about Carole Baskin? She's a terrible dancer.
Worst dance ever. What about the season?
Oh, I'm
It's
enjoying
great.
it.
It's
I'm
actually
enjoying it very
really
much.
enjoyable.
I'm enjoying it very
I don't
very
go in
much.
for it, but I'm more of a so you think you can dance guy.
I'm just imagining him gathering all of his sex slaves and the animals around the TV in his den just to catch
Watching
a little
the show on
Dance
the
with
giant
the Stars.
couch that he's got.
DWTS night.
That's right.
Doc's new doc or docu-series is called Tiger Kingdom, More Than a King. It airs on October 1st on WEIV. What is that?
I think that's a QAnon network.
Is that a CD-ROM? I don't even think that's streaming.
CD-ROM. It only comes on Laserdisc.
And the trailer is on Tiger King TV, naturally. Apparently, it's about the aftermath of the OG Tiger King series.
Great. Hey, guess what no one wants to see? The aftermath of the thing that was exciting. Nobody wants to see that.
And Doc will also address some unanswered questions, like how many young women he's lured into his animal
Great.
sanctuary.
I'd love to see who else he's taken from their families and in a cult-like fashion made him call them his master.
Show us how they give
master.
you your fat body a sponge bath.
Yeah, that's right.
what we want to see. And
Like him in the water with the hippopotamus gave me an idea of what it would be like to sponge bath this fat boomer esiason looking motherfucker.
So it is kind of funny because you fight hard to try and find someone to like in that whole universe. And Baskin at times was the only one you kind of could like. And then you're also like, oh, you're
terrible.
awful too.
All of you are terrible. Everybody
So-
here probably killed somebody.
Right.
Like that's the whole series. Like
Everyone killed someone from the inside. You killed animals on the outside.
you took
threatened to-
straight people and turned them, not turned them gay, but you made them perform sexual acts on you just so you could feed them drugs. Everybody's bad.
Everybody has.
You lured women in and made them call you master, which was weird, and they're sex slaves, and you changed their names.
The
whole world is awful.
And yet
It's
I enjoy watching them fight with each other.
It's unnatural. It's literally like the worst scene. One of the worst scenes ever was like someone's like, "You want to see a snow leopard?" At the beginning of Tiger King, and he opens up a truck. It's 110 degrees. There's a snow leopard in his truck.
The second I saw him, I hate everybody. Everyone in this
everyone
thing.
needs to be mauled, Grizzly Man style, by their own animals, and that would be.
That's
great.
when you root for the animals. Like,
the
good,
animals
get
turn.
him, get
That's
him,
it.
get him.
All right.
All right. That's our first story in the books.
When we come back,
we're going to tell you who's winning this pandemic.
I saw the greatest ad ever by strippers
for voting.
It's you won't believe it. It's on the other side of this break. This is Clever Country, the Virus Edition. Stay with us. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. This weekend, it's happening this Saturday, and tickets are selling. There are only, I can tell you right now, we just checked the totals and just checked the numbers.
We're recording this on Wednesday.
I will tell you right now.
I think this drops on Thursday.
No, it drops on Thursday. It drops tomorrow morning. I will tell you right now, before we get the numbers for tomorrow, there are 19 couples tickets left for $30. There are 38 Ticket Plus tickets left. Those are $25. And there are 15 or 16 pre-shows. That's $15. That's an add-on if you want to do it and come to the pre-show meet and greet.
Which
and
is
then
super fun.
Like 4 group tickets left. So that's it. It's going to sell out. We usually sell like 30 or 40 on the last day. If you're thinking about going this Saturday night, live Dumb People Town, Mike Birbiglia, Mike Doty from Soul Coffee, the lead singer.
And we will announce who will be our guest on November 7th, which is super
already
exciting.
locked that in. I'm so excited
It's
about
going
that.
to be so good.
So get your tickets now. Eventbrite.com. Look up Live Dumb People Town, and you'll see it for this Saturday, 6:30 p.m. West Coast, 9:30 Eastern. I don't know where it is in Ireland. Sarah Dunn. We're trying. I don't
doing
know.
our best, Andy.
Huddletron. I don't know what it is in New Zealand. You're going to have to figure it out. All right. Shall we jump into this?
All right.
Okay. So you ask, and we kind of mentioned before, who's winning the pandemic? There aren't many people are.
Strippers are.
Strippers are winning. Okay. They've pivoted to topless Boober Eats drivers.
I would have gone with pole mates.
Again, Hub Grub could be good. DoorGash, I would take that as well.
Oh, come on.
At any rate, strippers are going virtual and figuring out ways to make money in ways that keep themselves at home. They can be their own childcare, which is great.
Right. Correct.
For the comfort of their own split-level townhomes, they are figuring out ways to make money off their patrons.
Yes.
They pivoted beautifully. The drive-through stripping is fantastic
Unbelievable.
too. And like, it just, to me, like many, after this whole pandemic is over and we're allowed to go back to where we work, I'm going to bet, and this is what I'm going to bet, I'm going to bet that they aren't going to go to the office again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you think about the strip club as an office.
Right.
Let's think about that.
Champagne room is a conference room.
Yeah. It's where the deals go down, Jay. Okay.
Pitches get made.
Yeah. Multimedia presentations of sorts happen.
Money, it's where the deals happen. Money changes hands.
That's right. Strip club salad bar, it's like a snack pantry.
Always.
At an office.
Always a little picked over.
You don't trust. You're like, whose hands were in this before I was
Let me
here?
only eat things that are sealed in a bag.
Who keeps making this thing such a mess? That's what you were constantly saying at the snack thing. And by the way, you could also call the strippers backstage dressing room
The snack pantry.
the snack pantry if you are a drunk guy who stumbled in there thinking it was the bathroom.
True.
They think that's the snack pantry. It's not. Don't touch the merchandise. I guess the club itself would be the reception area. You are waiting there for someone to bring you in for a meeting,
quote unquote,
a one-on-one, an interview, if you will. Let me be clear. Nobody gets validated from that office.
No, your parking, your feelings,
the dancer's emotions.
Everybody's paying for it. Everyone pays at a strip club. You all think you're winning. You all are paying through the nose.
And finally, at the office Christmas party,
you're paying up your nose and through the nose.
Finally, at the office Christmas party, someone gets touched inappropriately. And that's at every office Christmas party, including this one.
So strippers and strip clubs, they're pivoting beautifully during this pandemic.
And they're winning.
Yeah,
and
they
they're
are winning the pandemic.
And this next story will show you exactly how strippers are even out front on the message of voting.
I love this so much.
Some Atlanta strippers, a group of them, made a video imploring everyone to, quote, get your booty out to the poll.
Get your booty to the poll.
Get your booty to the poll.
Unbelievable. That's a hashtag.
The double entendre is beyond. It's
for booty and poll.
It's beyond genius.
It's so
I wish
good.
we would have thought about it. This is the one moment where, as a father of an 18-year-old daughter, your job is to get her to the poll.
Get her to the poll.
Keep her at the poll until she's done with her civic duty.
The video that they made is so clear.
So beautiful.
It is so...
it exposes the cracks in our political system.
Yes. And they explain that to everyone in terms that everyone can understand. It is so great. Thank you for breaking it down.
That if you don't like the way your sheriff is treating people,
vote his ass out.
Get him out.
You want to elect a school board that'll take better care of your children, that'll put coding into your high school? Boom.
Vote those bad people out. Vote the other people in.
And vote in the people you want to be your leaders.
The message is so clear. I half expected this to be something that was made by the Lincoln Project.
Yes.
I thought there was going to be a Lincoln Project thing at the end of it.
They start the video with a simple question. I love it. Do you know who elects the DA?
I don't.
I actually don't know. And they're like, we do.
We do.
And I bet they do.
I bet they do. You do.
Because they want to stay out of that person's business,
exactly.
Man or woman. And so do the people that they're speaking to.
Yep. Then a woman who, because she has no inflection in her voice, I believe her the most. You know, she's got that dead
flat, sort of dead voice.
She simply says, you can't make it rain if you're locked up on some bullshit.
Amen.
You can't make it rain if you're locked up on some bullshit.
That needs to be on lawn signs.
Yep.
That is so true.
That is straight hashtag true.
And as I said before, another woman asked, want trades and coding taught in schools? Yes. We do.
You guys are cutting. By the way, they're all doing this while someone else is like,
while like a butt in a split screen is twerking on a pole. Right? It might even be her butt.
We don't know. It could be just great editing.
You know why? Because in every way, I think it is her butt. She's backing it up.
She's backing it up to you.
She's putting it out there, talking the talk, and then she's backing it up.
Can't make it rain if you're locked up on some bullshit.
I don't think truer words have been spoken in this entire election cycle.
I believe it was FDR that once said that in 1935.
No. I think it was Eleanor Roosevelt.
Well, it was Eleanor Roosevelt who said that. They mentioned that the Ferguson, Missouri, they elected their first black mayor. And how? Because they voted her in.
They're literally citing precedent.
These guys.
And they're saying but with that particular statement, they're saying, hey, all you people out there who say, and they even say this in the video, like, my vote isn't going to count. Shorty.
They're just going to pick who they're going to pick.
Here is Ferguson, Missouri, where a very, very disturbing thing happened, and there are people on both sides who are like, he deserved it, and then there's the other side saying,
guess what they did about it?
Ferguson said, you know what?
We're going to
vote in someone who looks like us, who
feels the way we do, is outraged by this
and put that person over the police department.
And have that person make decisions, and boom.
Done.
I'm not joking. This video should be shown in schools. Do you agree, Jay?
I agree. Parts of it. should be
Booties
shown.
are dropping, asses are twerking, and the message is working.
WERKING.
If you aren't inspired to get out there and vote your mind after you see this video, then something's wrong with you.
Then
Am
what
I
is
right?
you're un-American.
Yeah, that is un-American.
By the way, the video on their Twitter feed at the time that we were writing this is probably even more.
Yeah.
Was viewed 125,000 times.
Yeah.
And yes, fine. 15,000 of those times was by
One
one guy. Very
Lonely.
lonely.
Yeah.
And you got to keep an eye on that guy.
He follows a lot of strippers and not just on Twitter.
Right. Keep an eye on him is all we're
But
saying.
still, that's over 100,000 already.
I bet it goes to 1 million, Rand.
It has to go to
I
a
bet
million.
this one goes to 1 million.
No one should be upset about this. Ever.
Well,
This is
maybe
amazing.
Republicans, because it's going to activate Democratic voters.
It's like human activator.
Souls will glow,
Yeah,
is what we're
that's right.
saying, with the knowledge that their vote counts.
Guess what, guys? They even have a website. That's
Boom.
www.getya, Getya, booty to the poll, POLL.com, with real information about how to vote.
It's the
They
greatest thing
backed
ever.
it. Literally, they backed that ass up, and they backed that ass up.
This little experiment of America, it works.
It works only
works.
if we listen to the people who know how to WERK, like you said, Jay.
Work.
Look, this isn't the first time that something born out of a strip club has gone viral.
But this is the good kind of viral.
Yes, this is you don't
something-
need medicine for this,
Right.
and maybe this is the medicine we need for America.
Thank you. And we're here for it. All of it.
We're here for all of it. Strippers, get the message out to your followers. Voting this November 3rd and do it the right way, to me, is like tipping America.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. And believe me, if you tip America, guess what? She's going to give you everything you've ever dreamed
Give you a little
of.
extra, maybe an extra song.
She will give you everything you've ever dreamed of. I want you to watch this video. I want you to love this video.
And then get out and vote and make a difference.
That's
Put the
it.
right people in the positions in your community that matter.
Get ya booty to the poll.com. All right, that's the show, you guys. We love you. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. This is not a hoax.
But we got the jokes.
All right, wear a mask, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
La ti da, la ti da ti da ti da, la ti da.